Greetings, everyone. Told you I'd be back. Don't have a schedule yet, but when I get a chance, I'll be coming to you. The last video that I talked about was What's in a Name. This is part 2. This is the book I was speaking of Water and Spirit, and it's probably kind of backwards if you look at it. I just wanted to bring your attention to a couple of things which started me on this journey about what's in a name. My name is Melodoma. That is, of course, Melodoma Semay, not me. Obvious. It means roughly be friends with the stranger or enemy. And they're given a name because the Dagara, that is the community in which he's from, believe that every individual comes into his life with a special destiny. So when you look at that further in the book, page 20, and I'm not going to read the whole book, but I just wanted to share with you what started me thinking about our names and what we name our children. For the Dagara, every person is an incarnation. And that means a spirit who has taken on a body. So our true nature is spiritual. So a few months before birth, when the grandchild or the child is still a fetus, a ritual called a hearing is held. The pregnant mother, her brothers, the grandfather, and the officiating priest are the participants. The child's father is not present for the ritual, but merely prepares the space. He goes on and he says, the living must know who is being reborn, where the soul is from, why it chose to come here, and what gender it has chosen. Because if you remember, that's key because as spiritual beings, there is no race, creed, color, sex, gender, that type of thing. So what that soul is bringing in is what we're looking for. So when that happens, that name is given. So once the baby arrives, every time that child hears their name called, that vibration helps that child to remember what their purpose is. It also, as I read further through, informs the community so that the community can support that child or that spiritual being in helping them remember and giving them, allowing them to kind of branch out and learn, and they can kind of help focus to help the child remember. And I think that's key because many of us, because we were stolen people and we were brought here and disconnected from all of our culture, sometimes we're lost a lot more times than not. We find something, we like it, we kind of stick to it. And of course, spiritually, we say there's no accidents or coincidences, but wouldn't it be kind of good to know a little ahead of time? I think it would have saved me a little trouble. I know I still had to learn the lessons, but I thought that was just an amazing story, and get you into my many names. I gave myself, when I started my spiritual journey, especially from an Afrocentric perspective, I gave myself the name Akoshiwa. It means daughter born on Sunday. Now, I found out, did DNA ancestry through African ancestry, and found out that part of my, lineage is from Ghana, the God tribe. So I picked that name to help resonate with that. But what I learned, it wasn't about what I wanted my name to be. It was what was my spiritual journey? What was my destiny? What did I need to remember at this moment about my life and where it was headed? So my name was divine. My spiritual name was divined by Nia Yao. Kajira, many know her through my Sacred Woman journey. She was my ambassador, facilitator, teacher, guide, and I was given the name Amut Samuri. Some call it Iamut. It just depends on where, what dialect you're using, what part of the country you're from. I don't make a big deal about it. And that means through divine wisdom, I will give birth to celestial waters and the great mother. And I had found out my spiritual mother was Aset or As. So there starts my journey of learning my divine purpose as I'm going on my journey. And I'll give you more information next time. I just want to keep these short because sometimes when I'm listening to videos, I want them to get to the point and move on. So thank you for listening and tune in next time for part 3. Bye for now. Shemem Hotep, which means go in peace, or satisfaction when you're speaking Meta Nature, which is a Kemetic sacred sciences term. Love you all. Peace and love.